Zotac is blatantly supporting cryptocurrency mining on their social media. Microsoft wants your older games to run at 120 frames per second, and Google told the Stadia game studio that they were doing a fantastic job just a week before they shut them down. We're gonna get into all of that here on Hot News, my friends. I am your host, Brett. Why don't you hit the like button and get subscribed so that you can be updated on the tech news as it's happening around here. And let's start off with our headline story today of Zotac promoting cryptocurrency mining via Twitter. So they did this under the caption of hashtag Zotac gaming GPUs are hungry for coin. You can see here that they posted this on Twitter, hashtag Zotac, hashtag PC gaming, gaming gamers tech, PC hardware, PC components, PCMR, PC master race, RTX, and the internet did not take too kindly to this. Honestly, this has kind of been a long time coming. Zotac is kind of out in the open, been very supportive of the mining industry, drop shipping entire boxes of GPUs to miners back in their heyday, and likely still operating in a very similar capacity, unless they like to say otherwise. But this is just kind of clear confirmation that they are absolutely going full force on getting cash however they possibly can. If miners are going to buy it, if gamers are going to buy it, it doesn't matter. We're going to use hashtag gaming because that's exactly what's going on here. Look at all those beautiful RTX 30 series cards. Those white ones that you've been absolutely dying to get your hands on are now color coded to some man's mining machine. And after the internet had their way with this tweet, you can obviously see it's not available anymore. Zotac pulling back on that. I'm curious, what do you think of these companies openly supporting miners who are actually conducting cryptocurrency mining and just actively saying, yes, we stand behind this with our stuff? Or do you think that sales should be reserved to just the regular consumer products? Or does this fault necessarily lie on Nvidia and AMD instead, because they should be promoting more cryptocurrency oriented mining products, and then the RTX 30 series wouldn't have to be used for mining because miners would be able to use dedicated products? I'm curious to hear what you think about this down below in the comments. But just to stay on the Nvidia train for a little bit, it appears that the 1050 Ti's that we've heard are going to start coming back in stock are now starting to come back in stock. A 1050 Ti Gigabyte, you can see right here, $180 on the right. Ignore the 3 on the left because those are just absurdly priced. But a GPU that's not good at cryptocurrency mining is now available for your purchase at the low price of $180. Oh my gosh. We also have some information on somebody who passively cooled an RTX 3080 with this beefaroni of a heatsink. Check out that guy right there. No fans, just an RTX 3080 being cooled by the Turmetal UP10. That is, it's hot. It's very hot in more ways than one, if you know what I mean.
I mean, not like sexy hot.
Texas could use a lot of that heat right now. What's also hot is Microsoft is updating their older game catalog to now be supported with a new feature known as FPS Boost Mode, which is going to be amazing because it's going to allow older games to run at a much higher frame rate than was initially intended. So far, the initial titles that are going to work on this are Far Cry 4, New Super Lucky's Tale, Sniper Elite 4, UFC 4, and Watch Dogs 2. So not the largest list out there, but on the Xbox Series X, you can get up to 120 frames per second. On the Series S, you can get up to 60, but increasing the frame rate of older games and potentially adding more titles along the way, it just shows that Microsoft is absolutely going down this backwards compatibility path when it comes to their game support, and this is something that I absolutely appreciate and welcome from Microsoft. But some people aren't welcoming the PlayStation 5 with open hands because they're saying that there's Joy-Con drift, stick drift on the DualSense controller. I'm so used to calling it Joy-Con drift because Nintendo's had this, and so there has now been a class action lawsuit filed against Sony for the stick drift that's going on in the DualSense controller. We'll see if this ever actually amounts to anything, and we'll let you know if you can ever get your 30-cent check for that PS5 that you bought a decade ago. A decade ago is how long I feel it's been since things have been normal in the PC hardware space, and it looks like it's not going to get very much better because with the Texas storm that's been going on, apparently Samsung has had to shut down their semiconductor at the request of Austin Energy in Austin, Texas, so that they could actually have some power to be implementing elsewhere, and that the Samsung fabrication facility was not one that got spared. And as we've seen from previous power outages at other fabrication facilities, this can lead to multi-billion-dollar losses or massive delays in production facility. It's not quite clear exactly how much of an impact this has had or how long the power outage has gone on for at the Samsung facility, but it doesn't appear to be a good setup. But Samsung not letting that get their spirits down with their announcement of their brand new HBM2 memory, which has 1.2 teraflops of processing power in it. Let me just say that again. Samsung's video memory can process stuff. It's insane. 1.2 teraflops of AI processing power with its integrated AI processor. This is crazy. The new HBM processing in memory injects an AI engine inside each memory bank, which offloads some of the processing operations to the HBM itself. You better believe you're going to start seeing this in high-end AMD cards because they just love that HBM memory. And you're going to start seeing some high-end refresh rate support on Oculus Quest 2, according to some information that was brought out in a Q&A session about the Oculus Quest 2, saying that 120 hertz refresh rate support should be coming via a software update sometime in the near future. So their standalone VR headset just continues to get better and better. And I don't know if this is better, but it's a thing. Valve announced a Dota Anime coming to Netflix March 25th. We'll leave links in the video description in case you want to check out the trailer for that. And now let's get to the other story I mentioned at the very beginning. Google reportedly shut down its Stadia studios only a week after telling them, hey, good job, everybody. You're doing great stuff around here. Too bad you're not gonna have a job for long. Allegedly, the memo said that Stadia Games and Entertainment has made great progress building a diverse and talented team and establishing a strong lineup of Stadia exclusive games. Too bad it's not good enough. We're gonna send you that mail on January 27th, and we're gonna announce on February 1st that you guys suck. You made great advancements to our just graveyard of things that we like to quit on. Google. And now here's a story that Catlin very much cares about. We've got Nier Replicant system specs for the PC, in case you're interested. And look at that, Catlin, your PC will be totally fine. You need a Vega 56 or a GTX 1660 in order to run it at recommended. So with your laptop, you're gonna be more than okay. And you, my friends, are gonna be more than okay with this episode of Hot News being over. Why don't you check out yesterday's episodes of Hot News right over there. And in case you're interested in supporting our new merch drop, you can do so at the link in the video description. This is to support my son's rare disease. You can check them out at the link in the video description. I'll see you guys in the second episode later. Cheers, friends.